Hey YouTubers, little rant today. Got this Peugeot partner. It's a 3 Series, I think it's about 2016, 2017, something like that. Now it came to me with a complaint of heater blower not working. Apparently the dealer, the Citroen dealer, Peugeot Citroen, had put in a relay a while ago. The customer seems to think it may be the switch. Let's see what it is. Bearing in mind it had another relay, I started at the heater blower end by checking powers and grounds on the resistor, which is here, and the power to the blower motor, which is here. Found nothing. So then I moved on to the switch, and there was nothing from there. So then I thought, right, let's have a look at this relay. So it's a left-hand drive vehicle, and this is the relay that Peugeot Citroen put in. And this was the one they took out, which you may be able to see. It actually says Citroen on it. The one they put in, it's just some generic one with a spacer. So with that one in, there's nothing. So luckily enough, I have an old one. It's a healer one, but it's the correct configuration. So we'll install that. Just pop you down. So I pull this one out, and as you can see, got some kind of spacer in it. Put this spare one in. Make sure we get it round the right way. Let's see what happens. We have a working heater, so I don't know why Citroen use that aftermarket one. I know I've got a healer one, but I mean, you know, you're a dealer, use the right ones. This is actually a correct one. It's a bit burnt there, but in why? So I can say that was done under warranty. So it looks like I started the wrong end. Here's the original. This came from Peugeot Citroen. It's the one they should have originally supplied when they did the job under warranty. So I didn't show that relay failing properly because I didn't have the engine running, and with the ignition on, it doesn't work, okay? Now that's with the temporary relay. Now with the ignition on, it works. Or with the engine running, it works. So, this was the old relay that was supplied by Citroen, so I'll take that out. Put this one in before we reinstall the new one. Yeah, I'll do it one-handed. So that's just a temporary one that I fitted. This was the one supplied by Citroen. That's good. Getting attacked by a little fly here. Nightmare. Okay, where are we at now? This looks like it should go in. Right, that's installed in there. Ignition on. Nothing. Car running. Nothing. So definitely faulty relay. Now we'll install the new one. Very expensive, I must add, for a relay. Sits in there lovely. Need to cut this cable tie off. Ignition on. Nada. Run the engine. So this Citroen Berlingo that went back and had the relay fitted under warranty, Peugeot Citroen decided to fit a cheap aftermarket relay rather than one of their own, which is the correct spec for the vehicle. Go figure, maybe it's to do with the difference in cost of the relays. Anyway, it's cured now, so if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell to get notified of new videos as and when they come out, and please leave your comments and questions in the box below. Thanks for watching. So just getting the second one in. A little bit fiddly. Just got to get it lined up in the hole. The second one. Done this one. Tight. Then we have this little plastic cover. So if you're wondering how to get your stereo out, you need to remove this first. This little cover, it's got the cutout, goes towards the front of the car, and that just literally clips in there. I put these two screws back, they didn't actually need to come out. When I attacked it, I thought I was going to take off this switch panel, but it didn't need it. Torch in the way. So that's these ones for the lower switch panel. And then once we've done them, we've got one here and one here for the actual heater switch panel. Let's get these in. Oops, wrong screwdriver. They was at a bit of an angle when I took them out, to be honest. I didn't film taking them out because I wasn't going to do this as a video. And we have the two smaller ones. One here. So I'll keep leaning on the armrest. That's where the phone is, so. Next one. And then we have a trim. So we have this trim piece here that covers it. Which way are we going to go? Not that way. Let's go that way. It's got little tags on it. I just push in there. I'll clip this back in from where I unclipped it. And that's pretty much that back together. Make sure it all works. It only works when the engine's running. That works, so we're all good. Now we run it, make sure that fan's still working. Three, two, one, two. So it's pretty straightforward to remove the stereo out of these. Just this panel here. Then your tools go down the side. If you're really careful, do like I did and just hook the bezel out, and then you get tools in easier. But that's pretty much it.